Have you tried making a Dutch baby pancake? It's not like any other pancake. Hey everybody, it's Natasha of NatashasKitchen.com, and today I'm gonna show you how to make Dutch baby pancakes. These are so easy to make, but they are truly special. You'll love the texture, and wait until you see what happens in the oven. It's magic. Let's get started, because I want some pancakes, or a pancake. We'll start with an oven-safe skillet, and I'm using cast iron, but stainless steel also works. You want to preheat that in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to preheat that skillet for at least 8 minutes. The batter just comes together in a blender. Start with 3 large room temperature eggs, and room temperature ingredients will blend best. So to bring your eggs quickly to room temperature, fill a bowl with warm water and let those eggs sit for about 5 minutes. Next, you'll need half a cup of milk, and to bring that to room temperature, it's just 15 seconds in the microwave. Add your room temperature milk to the blender jar. Now we're gonna add the dry ingredients. You need just half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of nutmeg. The nutmeg is optional, but nice. And last but not least, we're using our homemade vanilla extract. You'll need just a teaspoon of that, and it adds great flavor. Making your own vanilla is so easy and takes just 2 ingredients. I will link to it in the notes. Put the lid on your blender and blend for about 30 seconds on high speed. Now turn off the blender and use a spatula to scrape down the sides of the blender jar. You want to make sure all of the flour is well incorporated. Continue blending for another 30 seconds or so until the batter is completely smooth. This batter is really easy to make, but you can also make it ahead of time. Once your batter is ready, we're going to remove the hot skillet from the oven. And make sure you use oven mitts for safety, because that skillet will be hot. This skillet is inexpensive and it's one of my favorites. I will link to it in the notes. Now right away, while the skillet is hot, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And I'm using a softened butter because it melts much faster. You can also add some melted butter. Brush that around generously on the bottom and sides of the pan to make sure that the pancake doesn't stick to the skillet. Now add all of your batter to that sizzling skillet, and I like to just pour it right into the center. Now again, using oven mitts because that skillet is still very hot, we're going to transfer the hot pan back into the oven. Bake that on the center rack of the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 16 to 18 minutes, or until the pancake is puffed and golden brown at the edges. It is ready. I told you it was easy. Seriously, so quick to make. It just comes together in the blender and then the oven does the work. I love it. It's my kind of breakfast. All right, and then you want to serve it right away, otherwise it kind of starts to depoof and lose its awesomeness. So I love to dust it with a little powdered sugar, because remember, there's not a lot of sugar in this recipe, so be generous and dust away. You can also serve this with honey or jam or maple syrup, kind of whatever you would love on a pancake. Okay, that looks good. A little more. Okay, and then also I love to top this with fresh fruit. So I've got some strawberries here. Okay, lots of fresh berries and fresh raspberries, my favorite. And you can use whatever is in season. It usually tastes best anyways. All right. And now you just cut into it. And you can use a pizza cutter, it makes slicing it easy, or just a regular knife. Dun, 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 dun. Let's pick a big piece. I love the sides that go up. Look how awesome this looks. It's just like stunning. Okay, here we go. Okay, yum yum. And I love how that border gets crisp on top. So it's kind of like a custard center and a crisp edge. It's so good, I'm telling you guys. All right. Look at how impressive that looks. I love it. It's such a fun pancake. It's the craziest pancake you'll ever make, but it is so delicious. Look at that. And then of course, I do like to add a little bit more powdered sugar to my slice. Okay, and now last but not least, we get to enjoy this. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, come to mama. I love that delicate flavor. It tastes like French crepes, but it's more satisfying and way easier because you just have to make one. Isn't that awesome? Also, if you wanted to make this with berries inside, you can scatter about a cup of fresh berries right over the batter before you pop it into the oven, and then bake for about the same amount of time. It'll still puff up, be beautiful, and then you've got berries baked into the center. It's so delicious. And if you're looking to make this for a crowd, you can make what's called a double Dutch. I know, such a fun name. You basically double the recipe, and you're gonna butter a casserole dish, preheat that in the oven, and bake it as a double portion. That way you can serve a bigger crowd or a family, because this will serve about 2 to 4. I say 2 because I love it so much. I could eat half of it easily. Seriously. I hope this becomes a new favorite breakfast for you. It is a real treat. It is so impressive. Make this and you will make it over and over because it's also easy. That's it. I'm gonna go enjoy my pancake. We'll see you in our next video.